guys, welcome to my first YouTube video.
Oh God.
Such support we have in this family. So today I'm going to be talking to you with my grandmother. For those who don't know, this is the root of all of my crazy. All of it. Today I'm going to be asking her some questions. Maybe she'll have some for me. Some criticisms. Mostly criticisms. Just a lot of talking.
Okay.
Are you excited?
Sure.
Yay! Let's get started. For those who don't know, the reason we have such a close relationship is because my mom had to work a lot. Always making sure I had a house to live in, roof over my head, food in my stomach, and love in my heart. Mm-hmm. So my grandmother stepped up and became my live-in babysitter because God knows I needed one at all times. We have a very close relationship. I have picked up a lot of bad habits from her, like my unfilteredness and my facial expressions.
Okay. I'll own that.
Yeah, I hope so, because it's not a question. It is the truth.
I'll own it.
If you've seen any of my Snapchats, you know she's a very common person to pop up. And since so many people like her in my videos, I might as well just have a whole one with her. How you feel?
Oh Lord, what have you gotten me into?
Nothing that you can't handle, dear.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Let's see.
Let's get started with some questions.
Okay.
How do you feel about my profanity problem?
Oh, since you asked, let me tell you something about this one. She was raised in the church, a Pentecostal church, okay?
Where everyone showed up to be fake every Sunday.
Yes. We did not curse in my house. Every now and then a word would slip out. But on whole, we did not cuss. I think it's my fault that she cussed because when I'm driving with her and people cut me off.
It's a whole lot of F-bombs and a whole
F-bombs.
You have dropped a whole lot of bugs in that car. Don't ever.
Maybe when you was real little.
Are you stupid?
Yeah, that's
Get the hell out of the way.
That's not an F-bomb.
The other day you dropped one on the way to the supermarket.
I did?
Yes.
No, I don't remember that.
Or I think I get it mostly from mom. Because, you know, recently she's dropped the fuck you and your mother while we're driving.
My child?
No, we were in the supermarket and they didn't have the yogurt she wanted.
Yeah.
And she was looking and I was picking up like the orange juice and all I heard was fuck you and your mother. And I was like...
Who was she saying that
to?
She
was saying it to the yogurt for not having it in the shelf.
She's talking to the yogurt. Yes, she's insane. My child. Anywho, yes, as I was saying, we didn't cuss a lot in my house. In my car, driving, because people make me crazy when I'm driving if you're not paying attention or what you're supposed to be doing. Either they're down looking at, good example, reading the newspaper while you're driving.
Who reads the newspaper while they're driving?
I've come across quite a bit.
I think my favorite one was my Sweet 16 and Dad was in the front seat. Yeah. And this lady cut you off. It was on Friendship Road in Windsor. And she cut you off. And you were like, Brianna, hit me my tire iron.
I was going to beat her ass.
See, right here, this is what we're talking about. And I went to get it because I was so scared. My dad was like, don't give her that. You're supposed to be better than this.
She could have killed us.
I wouldn't have made it to my Sweet 16, guys.
She would have killed us. So I just rolled down the window and started laying her out.
She has such a bad habit of like in her mind of just opening the window and yelling at people.
Yeah.
Now, that's all cool in Jersey and New York because, you know, words are words, but we live in Virginia now.
And
It's an open carry state.
it's still American.
We're black.
And
I don't have time to die.
we all have to make that appointment.
Not sooner than I'd like.
Yeah, you don't know when your appointment is.
Let me tell you something. I'm
just
not
saying.
dying because you want to curse somebody out.
Then they shouldn't be cutting across me, reading, texting while they're supposed to be driving and paying attention to what's going on in front of them.
For any one of my friends who've been in the car with us,
I'm very kind.
yes,
I have not cussed anybody out with your friends in my car. Other than Alyssa, I think.
Alyssa
that's my girl.
and Fernando.
Fernando too?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we were all trying to go to the movies, and it turned into just this large issue just trying to go around the corner.
What can I tell you? Anywho, I become enraged when people who's supposed to have a driver's license.
She is such an anger problem
You
in the
know,
car.
you're supposed to have a driver's license. You're supposed to have taken this test and said that you know what you're doing behind the wheel. It's obvious some of us have been paid off and got their license from Hootie-doo. Who the hell? Who did you get your license from?
Cracker Jack Bosch.
So, I have anger management, anger problems.
Lack thereof anger management.
I have anger problems
Yes, that's
when I drive. But it's not me, it's the people around me. I'm just saying.
It's not. I don't have the problem.
The po-
Everyone
the-
else
the
around me
police
has
have
the
never-
problem.
The police have never stopped me.
That's a lie.
When the police stopped me?
Didn't you tell me you ran through a red light once and they ticketed you?
No, never.
Yes.
No.
You told me that.
No.
You
got
never
your-
got
you
a
your-
ticket?
Never.
You've told me you've gotten a ticket before.
No, I got a ticket because this idiot bumped into me and they gave me the ticket. Yeah, I got a ticket for somebody else's stupid actions. I don't know why I got that ticket. But no, I've never gotten a ticket for running a red light.
I
Never.
thought you told me you
no,
got a ticket for
no,
that.
never. My driving license is spot free.
But your car has been through some problems.
Oh, I wasn't driving. That was my daughter.
Someone rear-ended my mom in her car.
Yeah. My car, but I wasn't driving.
That
Just
car
saying.
has seen some things.
Yes, it has. And thank you, Jesus. It's still running. It's been 12 years?
We've had that car forever.
12 years, I believe I've had this car.
Because the car before that was the Camry.
Yeah.
Where you had to crank the window down.
That was before power windows. What can I tell you?
That's how much I remember from my childhood. I had
Oh,
to
you
crank
remember
the
that?
window down. And then when she got this car with like a button, I was like, where's the crank? She was like, use the button. I was like, wow, this is so cool.
Anyway, I've had cars, old cars. What can I tell you? Anywho, next.
How do you feel about my lack thereof going to church? Since we have stated I was raised in a Pentecostal church.
Yes, you were raised in a Pentecostal church.
I just
And
feel
you went-
I feel that I was dragged out of my bed every Sunday. After, here's the thing though. It
You
was
used to like going to church.
yeah, when I didn't have no damn sense and I didn't have friends.
You had friends in the church.
I didn't want to talk to them.
Why?
I didn't want to be there.
They were very nice to
They
you.
were very nice to me. And if all the old people could just stop touching me, that'd been great.
Who was touching you?
Everyone wanted,
They want a hug.
don't touch me, you smell. Your perfume smells like Satan's balls. Get out of my face. And some of them, their breath smelled like Satan was breathing all up in my nostrils. Jesus was not there to save me.
I know nothing about that.
He should have been. And some of them were your friends.
I don't get up in people's faces like that.
They
So
just want to, let me just love on you. Let me just love on you. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
you're terrible. Anywho, what was the question again?
My lack thereof. I didn't like going to church. I didn't like going to church. That was just it. The main reason was because they all gathered in one area every Sunday. Carlton was just so not interesting to listen to. I took a nap during his sermons. I think one time I actually listened to his sermon. And that's because he had Lana get on stage and talk with him. Now, I can listen to Lana preach. I don't know what it is, but I love Lana preach. Because I was like, yes! It was emotion. There was, like, stuff going on. Carlton, I was like, is your shoulder free so I can nap on it?
Oh, my shoulder. That's why his shoulder. Anyway.
Her shoulder was my designated nap. Like, that was it. As soon as all the praise and worship is over, I would be like this, and it'd slowly just be like...
Well, since coming down here...
You learned better.
And yes, I realized that I really wasn't getting what I needed from Carlton.
Good.
When Pastor Williams was the pastor, I loved going to church.
Well, I can't relate because when I got there, when
he
was already old,
and
he was just whispering into the mic by that point, and I was like,
but
you can hear him?
Yeah, I really grew up under Pastor Williams.
Yeah.
And I loved hearing him talk. And
I think Mark and Gordon were good when they preached. I think Mark and Gordon were good when they preached.
Not Gordon, Mark. Mark was excellent. I used to go to Mark's Sunday school class. But
not a fan of Gordon.
No.
Gordon looked like he could roll down the slope.
No. Let's stop with the names. Anyhow, after coming down here and going to the church that I go to now, I realized I was missing a lot, and I really wasn't being fed. Now, this one I have asked her to come so she could see for herself. There are more people her age at my church that I attend to now, and I think she would like it. They even have a thing on Wednesday called Kaya, Come As You Are, where you go dress whichever way you want. Just come in. Even before service, you could go downstairs and they feed you. They have games. They talk.
Let's be very clear. I did not enjoy our last church. I hated dressing up for people I didn't care about. I hated... She would have me get these outfits and I'd be like miserable. Please put a smile
Well,
on
now you're in the South where people get dressed up to go to church, okay?
My style has evolved since
Anywho, She has not come to church at all. She hasn't even tried it to see how it is.
Just put my
once a month
life out there.
Once a month, I ask her to come and go to the service that's for her age group. She would love it. You think she's come?
When is it this month? So you can get off my hip.
Oh, it passed already. It's the first Wednesday of every month.
What time does it start?
7.
I gotta work at 6.
7 or 7:30.
Like I just said, I get out of work at 6 and it takes me 45 minutes to get to King Street.
Likely excuse. Okay, so if you can't...
She acts like I drive. That's the problem I have here. Like, I have to wait for Metro.
Okay, so what's wrong with Sunday or Saturday? What is your answer now? You don't have to go on Sunday. You can go Saturday evening. What's the excuse? You ain't working on Saturday. What is she doing on Saturday?
I'm working this Saturday, actually. Thank you very much, ma'am.
And Sunday?
I don't know if you know this, but I am a college student. I actually do have to study.
And you can't give the Lord 1.5 hours.
Just,
An hour and 15
just
minutes.
call out my whole life.
You to ask me to go on this, okay? I didn't actually do this.
This is why I don't have a
Anywho.
filter, because no one has taught me there's a limit to things you should say.
What am I saying?
All right, next question.
See how she gets off the church because she doesn't want to go to church. Next.
How do you feel? Oh, how did you feel when I told you I lost my virginity?
Oh, God.
Since we're talking about precious things, let's talk about something real precious. My delicate flower.
I was hoping that it would have lasted a little
I feel like when I
longer.
told you, you didn't really have a reaction to it.
I don't remember you telling me.
I told you I got on birth control.
Yeah, no, you told me.
And you were
that.
like, for what? And I said, because I'm actively having sex. And you were like, oh. And there was no other conversation after that.
What else you want me to say?
don't know.
I can't say you can't. They don't have chastity belts anymore. Otherwise, I'd put one on your ass a long
Dad
time
would
ago.
have put one on as soon as I turned 16. He would have strapped one on at my birthday party for everyone. He would have kept the remote himself for like, no one touches this.
We would have loved for you to, hold on a little longer, but it is what it is, unfortunately.
I think it's a very...
Next.
That's my friend Michaela.
Oh, she's listening to this?
No, she's Snapchatting me in a chat.
Next.
My grandmother has been married a lovely 3 times and been divorced a lovely 3 times. Now,
Good.
now, one of those, the first time was what to who?
James.
To James. I don't know James.
No.
Second one was to my grandfather, my mother's father, Poppy, who she cannot stand.
Who, me or her?
You.
No,
He's all right now.
he is whatever.
And third one was to he who shall never be named.
Thank you.
Because I don't want to get slapped on camera. I'm so not food.
You will see a real live grandmother kills granddaughter on whatever this scrap is.
Just to be clear, just because I'm about to be 21 does not mean I'm above being hit. Let's make that very clear.
No, you will be stabbed to death on Snapchat or whatever the hell this is. Because, no, we will not mention that name.
Oh, okay. Not divorce. That was a quick ended marriage.
Yeah, because it should never have happened.
Why don't you get married again? Or are you just over the whole marriage thing?
First off, you have to be in a relationship.
Why don't you look for one? Or like, are you
Why?
not actively pursuing men?
I would love to. Where are they? Tell me where they are and I'll go. Yeah, exactly. I thought I would have found one in the church, but all of them in there are married or too young. And I ain't making no more babies, so.
It's never too late
For what?
to have a young boyfriend. Tell you so.
No.
J-Lo is what, like 40 or something? She was dating like a 20-something year old. It's never too late.
20 years difference? Oh, no. We have nothing in common. You see what happened to her?
She's with A-Rod now.
Yeah, and he's not 20 years younger than her.
No, they're around the same age.
Exactly.
Kris Jenner and Corey are still together.
They are?
Yes, they are.
That's because she has money. I don't have
He
any
has
money.
he has money too, dear.
What money he has?
He is security for the stars. I don't know if you know this, but he does have
I know
money.
nothing about that.
He has money. He's his own money.
I'm pretty sure she has more than he do.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You know?
I don't have a dime, okay?
You have your personality.
Which some people have a problem with it.
You mean like our family?
Yeah.
If you don't know, we're the black sheeps of our family.
Yes, we are the black sheep.
Me, her, and my mother. We are the like sold out black sheeps of this family for this purpose.
The blood family. I have other family that I'm closer to.
Yeah, that's really kind of true. I think
Yeah.
on my mom's side, we only have our cousins.
Yeah.
3 of them.
Out of all my cousins, I think I speak to two. It might be
I don't
about,
talk to anyone on
No,
her
I
side of
talk
the
to-
family.
On my mother's side, I speak to two. On my father's side, I speak to two. The rest of them, no.
Our family's just very odd.
Yeah, well, I don't have time. Please. Anywho, I would love. No, I don't know if I want to get married again.
Are you over the whole thing?
Of marriage?
Yeah. Do you think 3 times is enough?
If the right person came around, you know.
What is your ideal man? I know it starts with a deep voice.
Over 6 feet,
Chocolate.
chocolate.
David, if you're listening, she is looking for a companion. Please step up. You have reached the requirements
Why are you
of the
saying
vacation. Because over 6 feet,
David's,
chocolate.
David's your friend. That's a baby.
Y'all love each other because y'all out here.
I'm a grandmother to him, please. Anything. Whoever he is, he has to be in his 60s.
At
okay?
least. Is the minimum 50?
60,
The minimum age is 60.
yes.
Okay.
And the max is
70?
Yeah. 10 years, that's it. And no Viagra. Sorry. If you need a Viagra, we be just friends. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. Listen, please. No. No. Someone who likes to go out, the movies.
If you're
walking.
big into movies, she's the one you want to go with. She's out here with the senior discount, and she's got
It's not
points.
senior discount. It's just
They have senior
the club.
discounts at
Yeah.
Regal, and then then she has her points. We go into movies for free.
Anywho, someone who likes to travel.
Yes.
Is not afraid to get on an airplane or a cruise ship. I like to travel. I want someone who wants to go out and do things, not just sit home and look at TV. No, no,
Is that no longer cute to you?
never was. I like to get out. I like to go out. You don't have to spend money every time you go out. What is this? Somebody watching us?
No, Alyssa just texted me.
Oh God. Okay.
She's
Anywho.
not watching.
Oh.
This hasn't even been put on YouTube yet.
Oh, you haven't put it on yet?
No, it's just recording on the phone.
Oh. Listen.
I'll cut this part out
Anywho.
for you.
Yeah, so, you know, somebody who's kind, who likes to go to church. No drugs, no smokers. No drugs and no smokers. Occasional drinking is okay, but not every day. You know, you go out on a holiday or something like that. Occasional. Not, I don't want no heavy drinkers. That, kick your ass out of the house. No, nah, sorry. It would be nice if he knows how to cook. And I mean really know how to cook.
Because let me tell you something. If I've heard it once, I've heard it 1,000 times in my 21 years. She's tired of cooking.
Yes.
And let me tell you how often she says it. Because every time she has to cook, I don't want to cook anything.
No, I don't.
I need someone to cook for me. Been
Yeah.
cooking since I was 16 years old and
It's no,
tired.
not 16, sweet, 10. I was making cakes when I was 10 years old for my grandmother's church.
Tired of cooking.
I'm tired.
So, if you know how to
But-
cook,
Yeah, but you know, you have to be a really good cook, even though I'm not going to be eating everything.
Inger mac and cheese cannot be Kraft.
No. If you don't know how to make mac and cheese, don't even
Don't
bother.
don't answer this.
Please do not.
Because me and this whole thing, we will judge you.
Yeah, oh, yes.
And we harsh out here when it
That-
comes to
especially
mac and cheese.
yes.
You will get burned.
You have to know how to make mac and cheese, not Kraft. No, that's not. I don't know what that is.
Oh, Velveeta.
Oh God, no. That's not cheese. I don't know what that is.
It's processed
Ugh,
cheese
no.
product.
No. Your cheese has to have 4 to 6 different cheeses in it, and not what's that cheese that they make on sandwiches?
Cheese whiz?
No. American cheese. I think that's what it is.
American.
Yeah,
It's
slice
cheddar.
American cheese. Yeah, no. It could be real cheddar.
Cheddar, Swiss,
Gouda.
mozzarella, Colby
Yeah.
Jack.
Yeah.
Get all that. in
Anyway,
there.
next. Anywho.
Are you over men?
Oh no. Who gets over dick?
Ah!
No. Please. No.
Clutch your
Clutch the
pearls.
pearls. Oh no. Love me some men.
So,
So,
no women for you?
oh please. You have to tell me where the men are.
Because she's looking. There ain't no men out here.
No.
Well, at least not for her.
I mean, the ones that talk to me, they're either too short, too skinny. I want a man.
If you're her height, you're too short.
Yeah. And I'm 5'5". So if you're 5'5", don't even bother.
Just point her in the direction of the next
Other man,
person.
somebody, 6 feet.
So we got 6 feet and over. Chocolate, can cook, doesn't
Nice
drink.
built.
Nice build, doesn't drink.
And no Viagra.
No Viagra, doesn't smoke.
Yes.
Now, what if you find all that
Mm-hmm.
and his package is small and doesn't
Oh,
know how
God.
to use it? You asking for the world, but you ain't specifying what you need in it.
This does not need to apply, okay? No. 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 Oh, God.
Ah! Do you have any questions for me, dear?
I do, but not for this.
I can cut this out so you can just ask me.
No.
Just
Right
ask.
now, not right at this second. Maybe the next.
The next one.
Next
Oh, you're going to do
one.
the next one with me?
Yeah, I'll do another one. All right, that's all the questions?
Yeah, you don't have anything for me? No questions? Concerns? How about criticisms?
Other than your cussing, you need to stop that.
You need to get over it. That's what you need to do.
Why do you have to cuss? You're in college. You don't know no other words to use that you have to cuss all the time.
Sometimes.
I would have had my teeth knocked out of my head if I cussed the way
Do you know who
cuss.
my mother is? Do you hear how she talks?
She didn't talk like that growing up. I don't know where she get hers from.
You know exactly where she get it from.
Where? Who?
Her father.
Oh, well.
I think.
I
I
don't know.
Probably never cursed around me though. I'm trying to think. Maybe she got it from Wella.
Well, it didn't cuss. Oh, I remember her cussing.
She dropped a whole lot of shits around me.
Really? Maybe in her older age she did.
She was out
Yeah.
here. Wella, my great grandmother, she was out here telling everyone how she felt, whether you were in the room or not. And if you walked in on her saying it, she'd repeat it for you.
Really?
Loved that. Oh, love that.
Anywho. Yeah, we have a special
It was a special
relationship. I'm happy that we have a relationship because I listen to some people talk about their grandchildren and they're not around them often. And when they do come, it's like, do I have to stay with her? It shouldn't be that way. We're family. And you should always be open to listen to what your grandchildren or anyone is going to say to you with an open ear. And you just love them. That's it. Nothing else.
I have learned a great deal from my grandmother. I've learned how to bake. I've learned how to cook. I've also learned that not all of her recipes are correct. Some of them she eyeballs and then pretends to actually know what's supposed to be in them. And then if you cook it wrong, she'll be like, well, I didn't add this. Well, it's on the paper you wrote it on. Well, no, I took it out after. Well, why didn't you update it? I forgot. Well, don't be mad now.
A lot of cooking is imagination. You have to,
Tell that to people. She wanted to write a cookbook for some time, and I'm kind of like, for what? Because
Who wanted to write a cookbook?
You.
No, I'm writing my other books. I'm writing.
Yes.
I'm writing
my
books.
grandmother is out here writing Christian erotica. For those
No,
who don't,
it's not Christian erotica.
It is on Amazon. It is called Journeys. It is Christian erotica, okay? For anyone who's interested in reading it. It is free.
Well,
download it on Kindle. Is it free?
It is free?
Is it? I don't know. How much did you put it for?
$7.99.
$7.99 on Amazon. Download it on Kindle. You will enjoy it.
I'm rewriting it because I saw there was a lot of mistakes in it.
Grammatical errors.
Yes. Oh, God.
So if you find any, let us know.
I'm going to have it redone.
Okay.
Because I found a lot of errors, and it was my first time writing, and I didn't realize my thoughts. I'm thinking one thing, and I'm putting it on the paper, but my thoughts is not coming through on the paper the way I actually was thinking it. So I had to rewrite a lot of stuff. So it's going to come out soon, the rewrite. But it's an interesting read, and I have 3 more after that. 2 adult books, and my granddaughter and I wrote a children's book.
This was way back.
Yeah, but I'm going to get it published. I just have to work on the illustration part.
Yes, so any drawers, illustrators, please
contact her, not me.
I will drop my email below. Email me, send us some of your work so we can hire you to do some illustration. Okay, maybe not hire, maybe like you can donate your time.
You get a little bit,
what the book is.
What the book is published, I'll give you something for your time, your troubles.
But this is for free right now. Donate
not
your
for
time.
Free. I will pay you.
Donate
if you
your
know how to draw. I would love to have someone illustrate my book. It's a children's book, so it's not a lot of. I know what I want. It's just getting it from my brain down onto paper.
We have like a rough layout.
Yeah, but it's a cute book.
Yeah,
and I think it will sell.
It's based on
our adventures,
our real life.
Some things that has happened to us throughout the years.
We have moved a lot. Let's be very clear. We have moved all over New York, in Jersey.
No, just one place in New York.
We moved back and forth to that one place.
No. Well, you did. I was already there.
Yeah, no, I moved back and forth to the co-op a lot.
Yeah.
My most memorable time at the co-op was, you want to know what it was?
What?
That snowstorm when there was a blackout. It was snowing so bad the power went out. There was this large wind. Yeah. And if I had had my backpack on, I would have blew away.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had some.
The co-op is like.
The co-op was nice. I would have stayed there, but that last person I married was living there, and I didn't want to be in the same building. So
didn't they have other buildings?
Yeah, but who had the money to move? Mm-hmm. Nah. Then I was a little strapped for money, but
that's how she started living with me and Mom.
No.
No. I thought that's how that started.
Because I wanted to get away from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not because I was strapped for money.
Oh,
I just wanted to get away from him.
Oh.
I didn't feel safe, being in the same building with him. So, oh yeah. He was a policeman. He had a gun.
Oh.
Okay? Anywho. Yes. So until next time.
Thanks for watching and listening. Hopefully laughing. Because we will be back.
So, unfortunately.
Tell us, Star. She's very happy to do these things.
Oh, really? Anywho, cut it off.
Thanks for listening, guys.